welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a first impression review on the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation. I have not used this at all. I haven't even tried it on, nothing. I did do just a quick swatch to find my color, so hopefully I was able to find the right color. I did read a little bit on it on the Sephora page. But other than that, I have no idea. I haven't seen any reviews on this. So this is all going to be my first impression, and I can't wait for this foundation because it's been a pretty big hype. So hopefully it lives up to the hype. Okay, so the color that I ended up picking for myself is called Medium Honey. So let's see if that works. So I'm in the Sephora website and I just wanted to read a little bit of that foundation. So it says it is a lightweight, full coverage hydrating foundation. Deliver the ultimate in hydrating, boosting coverage with Tarte's 12-hour water foundation. So it does claim to be a 12-hour foundation. I don't think that I will have it on for 12 hours, but I'll try my hardest to leave it on for as long as I can. The Concentrate Full Coverage Fluid formula features 20% water to quench dry skin as it covers and masks any redness, dark spots, and uneven skin tone while softening the looks of pores and fine lines. The hypoallergenic formula helps restore, brighten, and defend skin from free radical damages and early signs of aging for smooth, soft, radiant complexion. Okay, that's a lot. So it sounds like this foundation is pretty badass, so I can't wait to try it. I didn't actually buy the brush that it suggested with, the double-ended brush, so I'm going to be applying it with my beauty blender instead. I think that this is probably the next best option. I do have pretty uneven skin. I do normally want a full coverage finish or a full coverage look because I have a lot of redness from acne. I do have scars from acne and just overall unevenness. I do have a little bit of texture only because, again, from some pimples here and there. I have a little bit of fine lines, nothing too crazy. Wow, I need to do my eyebrows so bad. Don't mind that. I do feel like I have pretty large pores in this area, so we'll see how well it smooths down my complexion, evens out my skin tone. So I'm really excited about this. Let's start. Okay, so you do have to shake it before using it. It didn't really say how many drops or anything, so I'm just gonna do a good amount. And then just start pouncing this into the skin. I have nothing on my skin, as you can see. I don't want it to affect the foundation at all. So let's start around here. I'm all out. But so far, I think, I don't know. To be honest, I don't really have anything to say about it yet. There's nothing like super impressive about it. At this point, I did feel like I had to apply a lot. Well, not a lot, but I did at least like 2 like big drops of this. You know, like the entire pump. So I just feel like that's a lot for a foundation that has like a dropper, because it makes you feel like you only need a drop or two, like other foundations that have droppers that I've used in the past. So I did have to use a little bit more of that foundation. Okay, so I just finished applying the first layer. I'm going to do a second layer. It never did it say that you could layer this foundation, or nowhere that I read it said you could layer this foundation. I only saw it in the Sephora website, or actually the Tarte website. The Tarte makeup artist, she was demonstrating how to use the foundation, and she applied a second layer. So that's what I'm going to do, because I feel like I could still use more coverage. So let's do that. This second layer, I'm just going to focus it in the areas that I want to cover more, instead of just trying to do a thick coat all over. Okay, so I did the second layer. I like it a lot better now with the second layer. I think it did a pretty good job. I like the finish of it. It's not completely matte. It also doesn't have like a glowy type of finish or anything like that. I don't think that it's set completely all the way. It does feel just a little bit sticky, nothing like uncomfortable or anything like that. It feels good. It just feels a little bit heavy around this area here, but I did apply more coats on this area here. I don't necessarily think it changed any of the actual texture of my skin. Nothing really looks any smoother. But, you know, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I'll insert like a side by side before and after clip here so you guys can see the difference. It does give you good coverage. The finish is amazing. It feels good. And so far, I actually really like it. Only with the second layer though. So I'm trying my hardest not to compare it to like other foundations that I have that are really full coverage. Even though this claims to be a full coverage foundation, I think that I could achieve full coverage with more layers, but I'm not going to overdo it with this one. I think that this is good enough for a foundation that is just a water-based type of foundation. So had other foundations that claim to be full coverage and really are on the first application, so I'm just gonna give it the benefit of the doubt and just say it's buildable and it works this way. I think it's probably better this way because a wider range of people can use it, just like a medium coverage to a full coverage. And I'm gonna just leave this on. I'm going to do the rest of my makeup how I normally would, and then I'll be right back. I just finished doing the rest of my makeup, so all I did was apply a little bit of concealer, and I did powder my face, but I just stuck to a translucent powder just right under my eyes just to set my concealer. That's something I do normally. And then the only powder that I have on my face is my bronzer or my contour. But that is pretty much it. I wanted to leave a little bit of just the foundation so I can tell if it oils up throughout the day or if it comes off. I didn't want to give it any extra like reinforcement just in case. Just for the sake of this video, just to really test, I will check back to see at the end of the night how everything looked. Guys, so I am back with the second half of this review. So as you can see, my face is pretty oily. I am a little bit more oily around my nose, and my chin is really oily. I will say I do have naturally oily skin, so I sort of expected it, and it just tends to do that with any foundation, no matter if it's a matte foundation, luminous foundation. I just have to powder really good, so I knew that I was going to be pretty oily. But to be honest, I'm actually pretty impressed at how I'm not that oily compared to other products that I have tried, and I have really oily skin, so I'm actually pretty impressed that it's not that bad. It could be a lot worse. I think in reality though, I probably would powder a lot more than I did. I've had my foundation on for a total of like almost 8 hours, so it is coming off a little bit around my nose, but I feel like I must have just scratched that area or something. I touched my nose, so I don't think it's completely the foundation's fault. but around my jaw and chin right here, it looks like it's sort of coming off a little bit. Around like my nose right here, it's definitely coming off, but I feel like those are the areas that come off the quickest. But I did go to work, so I was exposed to the climates and work and all kinds of stuff, so it did start to wear off a little bit sooner. But overall, I'm pretty impressed at how in other areas of my face it's still holding up. I would definitely recommend this foundation. And just very quick, I didn't even mention the packaging at all on the foundation. I really like the packaging of the foundation. It feels really sleek and soft. It has this matte finish that I really like in foundations for some reason. It just, I don't know, it just gives it a more classy feel to it. It's really soft and I love the gold and purple in it. It kind of looks, it reminds me of a Urban Decay foundation. And I appreciate the actual applicator for this because it is a dropper, and I really like that because it's a lot more sanitary. You don't ever have to touch your skin to the applicator. You literally just, use the little dropper. And I love when foundations have like this like shake to them where you have to shake them before using, because it kind of just, especially with the Tarte foundations, they are very natural, but I like the fact that you have to shake it because it just guarantees that there's no like extra stuff on it, like all the extra binders that hold the foundation together. So it just makes it feel a little bit more natural, and it's cruelty free. I mean, Tarte is one of those foundations that's amazing for everybody. It's good for sensitive skin. It's good for people that want to go the more natural, organic side. I don't think I have anything bad to say about this foundation. I think just for me, for next time, if I was to use it, I would just definitely powder a lot more around my nose and mouth. But that is pretty much it. Overall, I think the foundation lasted a really good amount of time for what I did. I went to work. I probably will not test it for 12 hours. That is pretty much it, guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed my very quick review, and let me know what you guys think. If you guys are going to be purchasing this foundation, I really guarantee you do. It's the perfect summer foundation. I'm really happy with it, so I hope that you guys liked this review, and if you guys are gonna try out this foundation, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, love you.